about merry-go-round. Hi, anybody there? And this is a saga going round and around like a merry-go-round. This is an update, basically making this on Saturday of the weekend. Had a break from what's been an eventful, shall we say, with the last video I made about the deliberate behaviours of a saga going on constantly with this housing situation. So I bumped into this Leslie. It says a bag. She's they always can be Home Group Housing, which is a limited company, head office Newcastle, but they call it, there's not an office space for any of these individuals, but she's always portrayed to be her important when she's in a working role, but today is purely around the corner when I was trying to get some around the corner. One's area about 40. I was keen what I need to get back home. It gets bloody really dark. Bad connection, bear with me. Hello, big brother. We're just talking about housing matter for disabled people in UK. Not able to stop with all very bad connection. Isn't it intriguing when it says that? My mates having to like between job shifts they do and try and help me. With a sweet comment because I'm really happy to she says she did come force I'm going up the hill bit up near a well-known area near the town around the corner, and she recognises me straight. She's on a job, you know. About not that long ago, all this has started going on in my own. And claimed to test fire alarms, and I asked a question, and she just blanked. This time, oh, you look. And I thought, well, you know, she's off not in a job role. She's off duty. Obviously, it's nice to you. And it's miracles and miracle because it's just constantly saying that connection. And these individuals in housing, housing, whatever departments, are just sort of merged online. Forget to anyway, since Friday, more to do it now. I knew it would be and in that email, this Lisa woman I said in my previous stream says about making sure that my offer of moving out temporarily to Blackpool and seeking clarification who's going to fund that. She's just an advisor, this woman in Newcastle. She's not a lawyer. She's not CEO. She's not board of directors. She's not like got any real so now outlined very briefly saying, oh, well, that's a woman called Diana. I mean, I just this was key individual and what is mean for all this about local team. No, when you look online and Google it, you know, for Home Group Limited area office in Peterborough, UK, you find it's not actually an office based. And they don't work from that. They're all working from home. They're logging on the protocol kind of system, whatever they're using now. And you just want to go on the Facebook page and see people's reviews about it, about the company per se and what's happening to the people. And it's pure luck I found a news item locally about a family with an autistic son. And they're not far from me actually in the house, just round the corner down the bottom where I'm located. And they had something happened to their outside of the house and they changed. Too, so they went to the mainstream media, local media. She was quoted as a performance manager. She isn't. So I did a LinkedIn search, like a profile, and what her job title is and who she really is. She is a housing manager and located Clay area. With the Care Act 2014. It all links up why there was a GP letter in the post as well on the Friday. It all ties up because ever since there's, they called it, and don't get me wrong, the recent stuff that went on about these ambulance crew coming to save my life, and I thank God for that, and I got no qualms about the public side, you know, these police that my down it, I don't care. I'm just telling you the real facts of it all. A bad connection, so go ahead and thumb it down. I don't care because I'm just telling you as it is. If you don't want to believe anything, it's up to you. You go and get a new life. But this is reality for a lot of people. A lot of people. And you know what the big brothers are like. People so basically in a nutshell, and I saw this lesbian woman today. She weren't doled up this time. Anyway, working about a week, but it gets me. There's no compassion in any of these individuals I've been dealing with. So now I know for sure what it's all linked up to. Why they're not paying again in the connection. And my mates forgot to turn my phone off, so that's in the background too, so bear with us. Yeah, so what got me when I was on the way home earlier, I saw this where they've got 2 flats empty. They call it void properties, right? These repairmen went straight in, got it all out, refitted it within 2 weeks. And I've been waiting for this in my own home since end of July. We're now November, it's winter. It's really cold. So it stinks in that bloody, they don't call it a wet room anymore. They've changed your word. Offering. It's not. I mean, now the actual so-called temporary flooring, pieces of thin plywood, is actually now coming up the floor itself, the water floorboarding. The wooden floor is all black and stinks. Absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, that's just ironic. I saw her today, and the way she stopped. And I was not going to get into any dialogue or conversation. I said, oh, thank you, and that would just went off. But I know that will be reported back, and if it does, in any email, any correspondence from Monday onwards, well, she's got no authority to actually comment about seeing me in the public place and when she's off duty, or, you know, not working, like. So I thought that was intriguing, especially what I found out how they're using all this deliberately. Because when I saw that flat coming home tonight, and she's a girl, she looked barely 18. So she's either come out from the care system in the UK and and she had the lights on. sort of major works upgrades the flats around here, and that was in 2013. That's on the South Region area company, and the guy turned up at my home. Oh my God, no, sorry, didn't know you're disabled in a wheelchair, and he went off. I didn't hear anything since. And then my letters went to that particular department, and then, of course, then it was office-based in the Kettering area. And I said, well, hold on, you just absolutely have not offered how you're going to, in my situation with medical equipment, even them days, it's still not changed all this time on, but you never offered me opportunity how you're going to upgrade my kitchen with bearing in mind what my needs are, you know? So it's really having got disability awareness training, and if they had, they wouldn't be treating me like this. But anyway, going all to, it wasn't even the Care Act 2014 implemented then anyway, it was mainly 2006 now. The element which I mentioned in my first video was about how the, for many people, and like the workers there, they're just trying to survive themselves. And you get into brief conversation, which I did today. And I mentioned about this email that, because obviously when you get you just they generally like they got friendly. Anyway, one woman, you know, I know that I said, how are you? You know, always. Sometimes that helps when they're in a crap job, and you're just polite and, you know, just say, oh, thank you very much for helping me, blah blah blah, and then next time you go in, you know, or whatever. So with these emails and different regular places I go sometimes, and when I said to a couple of different people off, and I said, well, let's this about an email I got on Friday, just gone, and saying, at my GP. Oh God, yeah, I can't believe this. Which is never heard of, by a housing employee to access my private medical data to talk about me, to therapy on me, and it's not to benefit me. It's not me. Bear with me, it says a bad connection again. The housing employees to give an admonition to claim this place is not suitable to live in, condemn it. I bloody know it already. And I'm not bloody stupid. I'm going to consent to any man and woman access my private medical data, especially when they haven't amended the records of the correct practice recently took place in June. My God, would anybody give consent to have strangers access your medical data? Doesn't matter what company they work for. You know, you don't know. Nobody's going to know what company about you beyond the thing, what's going to be divulged. Making up fake, well, false, I should say, medical diagnosis. It's like ironic, and it's like, oh, here we go. No wonder she was softy, this Lisa. She's in the complaints department, heads on the phone. It's no wonder she tried that approach, because you could start just sussing their voices out. So that email was just like, oh my God, like, what next? You know, like all Fridays are so people. and found out the process. So I'm this bloody big brother with the internet messing me about. So I rang up this public servant. This is grant side thing. What should meant to happen in statute law anyway, and to like for anybody to put the call in to process in to never, well, put it this way, one would never get, this is my last video, get the funding just like that, get like a major job on a wet room without going through, and all of that takes time, and the grant system takes time, and is very complicated, and there's a lot of people now in this area that had together. So this is going to be, if I even considered what see about which is more up to date, it's different now what it used to be. It hit the wing. If it's too costly to put a new room, and now as structure repairs, how do we come up with all these buzzwords? And it's structure, like, and that's when I went on just on the housing statutes, you know, the acts, and then protect the side of it all. No, it's safeguarding in the Care Act of 14 within statute law, and they don't realise I've sustained when I just briefly said about these emails on you have access to, you know, well, I didn't say it like that. I just said, well, you can't believe this one. Have you ever heard of it? Social housing, it's called in statute law, asking for your consent to access, contact your GP to access your medical data, claiming that an occupational therapist will help the individual. Well, it's not. They all said that, I mean, I think about 3 or 4 different people I spoke to today, and just generalising it. And I said, my bloody hell, no way. It doesn't matter what. No way would I give consent. So drawing up with my friend's help another email yet again, sign it to the CEO. I've got his email. I'm going to email directly to him and let them know what the conduct is of his employees, because there is that conduct of these contracts within the work environment, and the way they contract with their employee, which is obviously the board director and CEO of the housing company. So as soon as I do that email to, let's just see if he starts pouring a few. You know, he might not do anything, but I know what's happening locally, because I bet he wouldn't know. It's a large national company. So yeah, so I sussed out. It's got to be so blinking. It's all is out, and it's tiring. My God, it's so damn tiring. I was doing a stream on my mate's Facebook page last night to my relatives that live down south, and to update them. They can't help me. It's because they're miles away. You know, they can't just come up because it would take 4 hours to drive up here. So I did hint at them to sort something out I really could do with that criminal injuries compensation. That is, thanks. That's it. And that would help to go private. Do you know what I mean? Just forget about this place and get a company into pack everything up, put it in storage, and get me and my wheelchair light and pee off away from the area and start afresh. That would be the easiest solution, but it ain't going to happen just like that. So, unfortunately, I really don't give a shite about this place, but I'm not going to be pushed and messed about with unlawfully by another individual that has no authority over me. In my predicament and medically and ill health and people about they don't know the God. So I've been going on the devil advocate on this set, looking at it that side the other day. Go call the area. There's no such thing as of the they call it a respite system, right? My position. You only all these cases don't go into place without all your care like fully done. And that's very intrusive. And the monopoly of the company has got that contract still is a very CEO board of directors who failed to have what happened to me, you know, with the same company, for God's sake. It's like, oh, I can't get away from it all, you know what I mean? So it's like, hold on, it's not just a housing now, is it? This is why you're stopping all the repairs. And obviously, this individual female called Lisa, who emailed me, and I was speaking to her on the phone, the call was recorded, absolutely obviously must realise that she's been apply. And because you start, you know, to certain things. And I found out here it is all along now. And I'm information now today. It's just it's not brilliant, you know, but I really don't give a monkey's. I'm going to go public with everything. You will blow the lid. And with it. Unfortunately, keep saying bad connection, so you know, just have to bear with me on this. But yeah, unfortunately, once permanently, the buzzwords and such are all integration in care, housing. Oh, for God's sake, it's all bloody confusing sometimes. It's like anyone permanently, all these buzzwords. Going back in the history, disabled people not heard into institutionalised arrangements. When one looks at, bear with me, the bad connection keeps saying that. I hope we can do it just for a sense of like, don't they realise if it's I wouldn't even be off the keywords they're using, the manipulation, and people out there in a similar situation to I, or in fact with people perhaps, who are disabled and they might you don't get an offer of a decent like time or the cutbacks going on. It's wherever they right, wherever you lay your hat, kind of, you know, the old song years ago, not that old, but there's a song, I can't remember who was the author on that one, but it's wherever I lay my hat. I just, every time, all these things that's been going on, it just reminds me of that song from years ago. I lay my at the end of the day, and I know that one day my current facilities not be ideal. We've all been a better place, but hopefully my time is not up just yet. It's about time that I suppose the lid and all plan next week, up a new channel, and whether it gets blocked, who knows? But I'm going to choose just mainstream or well, but I will be highlighting this is not just a local issue. This is a national crisis going on with a lot of people, seriously, who and they're doing it to me. You wonder how many other thousands of people are going through. And then there's the agenda behind it all with the but there's the bigger agenda to it all, and if you hardly see about in the day, it's isolated away, so you can only see the working age people and those that can spend, be part of the commercial system, spend and suck up to do as you're told and don't question anything. Not quite like that. So perhaps there's another agenda where they try to, you know, shut me up and, well, I don't get shut up that easily. I'm just honourable and all my dealings I try to be, and lawful, and if there's awful good. And then we can meet of the minds kind of thing. Same bad connection. Oh, that's a miracle. Yeah, so my suitcase is still packed, living out all that, and then not being able to have a shower if you're a woman, and you can only just realise what feels like. You know, with a head, it's degrading and inhumane. And how they can get away with it is just beyond me, I tell you. But you know, all this sort of like, I would really come up. It just boils down to adult safeguarding within that. And men and women do not know oneself in their job remit role. They're looking at a computer screen and just looking at the status quo. The facts are not factual and not planned. So it's all looking at you haven't even seen Moses magic record, which has been again. Yeah, so in a nutshell, it's using again the safeguarding thing they made up on me in June 2017, which my son and my daughter, the report we saw, and we butted everything. It stands as fact, and I learned that one the hard way. So come on to the stream. And, how people, so many good people out there who are not waking up what's going on in big agenda things, but how all this is being used to silence or become reality. I think about, but mainly it's been about all this what's been going on over the past few months. And now I know what it's all about. And the end game is to push more labels on me and push me into that another safeguard instead of stop, because you're just like under surveillance 24/7 in your own bloody home. And you're meant to have a right to privacy. Right, you know. It doesn't, I don't think it's ever really existed, you know, when you wake up. But you can see it on this device. Yeah, so if it's missed out a few bits, I'll try and do a video some point to upload that. I need to get some night sleep tonight because I don't really get much sleep. Yeah, so I'll just recap then. It's 2014. Within that section, they're using the adult safeguarding element, and to make out all this disrepair in my home is me that's done it, which is not, because I got all the written records of everything to prove the opposite. And yeah, so all these so-called lawyers and that's why everything's been quiet on that front. All the local so-called shelter, citizens advice, all these advice people, everything I've done has been quiet now, been dead quiet. I've always wondered the fake under duress, by the way, and that's been failed. That and got me even called the cutback. It's bad. If you go to housing, there's in access to what's known in Ministry of Justice legal aid agency funding is absolutely a nightmare. It's a massive nightmare. So bear in mind, you don't have funding or any other resources to take this corporation who has lawyers, 7 of them, to take into a Kango court to seek any remedy. We're not going to get a remedy that way, in the way one would like to think. And then you need to find a law company that disrepair, hazard disrepair, because they are looking for profit. They look for profit to make. I'm not after, in that sense, any kind of compensation in the sense of to make any out of it. I'm just highlighting this unlawful due process has been going on for so long. But it's a bit more than that now, because I emailed, bear with me, there's another phone going off. I'd also emailed another well-known, a large community care, specifically because of what I found out of a community care law company. I'll get on because they push all this, and that's the intention. Then you need to say, I now. I knew exactly what this woman Lisa was trying to apply, so I pulled it. Actually, they don't do anything to aid me in any way. They don't do anything within the housing subject, and in the care side, and I don't really mention the Care Act because that I might just know what's going on, but she didn't say too much, doesn't it? So yeah, it was because all national claim to be charities, companies, they're all companies anyway, but claim to be local governments, county councils, borough councils, housing, they're all in the statute system, and they will, any man or woman working in that environment can easily make an adult safeguarding referral, so be aware of that one, of similar people in my position. And they can easily make up things, and they will get more protection than the individual. And they're being more believed than anybody else. Even though now I could not speak, my dental infection was so bad. So, got my homework to do tomorrow again. So I know how to word it. I'm going to go on my old template letters. I've done actually. Notice to principal, notice to aid within common law. From that unlawful due process, and I don't know what commercials are. Just Google it, or just check out Taylor on the subject commercial lien within common law, and that's what to into. So I'm going on both angles. I'm looking into the statute law, which I've done already, and now I'm going back to what I know. And so when I do go public, you will find out who I am. And the reason why I've been for so long, and what they've been doing to me for so long, is because I've uncovered for so much corruption in my area. And that's why they shut me up. That's why they got me run over. That's why they tried to get me run over. It's gone on. You wouldn't believe half of it, because it sounds like a bloody movie, I tell you. But I learned about natural remedies and various subjects like that as well. I don't think I'll be able to take it on the chin kind as lightly as this. I think they want me to crumble and give up, but that's not my nature. I wasn't brought up that way. It's not within me. I think there's a lot of people in a situations as well that needs a voice, and they don't have that, and they just believe what they're told sometimes, unfortunately. And I think it's about time that I think a lot of information needs to be free, and that's my ambition. Once I got my situation into whatever I might not be able to travel, but I just have to do it in the format online. Then the debt process in the role. You know, but at least I'm going to give it now. Oh, bad connection. So really update. I'm going to end it because bad. I'm reconnecting. Okay, I'm going to end it now. So thanks if you checked in. I'll try and do a new stream tomorrow, which will be the 5th of March. With the gun plot story and all that. Good luck when you research that. That's interesting today. So take care. God bless. Thanks for tuning in, and share everything important. If I'll check it a bit later. But for now, have a good one, and be aware anyone is you are alone when you're going. Now I know what's behind it all, and once I've got a solution, then hopefully, you know, it will come out. certain things, and just put it this way, a certain potential new mayor for next year and what area, dark side to him. I'm not going to name and shame him. Raising another situation to be to do it all the time. Not really do any exposés, but I'm going to be careful how I do it. But in the meantime, my main concern is to get myself sorted and in the lawful due process in the process of these men and women in the job limit role. This is a hard task. I tell you, it's not easy. Focus within my house. You sleep, otherwise you cannot do this. That's important to realise, because these individuals do not want you to be clicking and knowledgeable. And so God bless. Thank you.